The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they'll begin by running the option. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. To throw is Wilson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. Wilson's throw complete to Dotson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Like that, like that. Right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Prescott from the gun. Completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Aguilar in motion left. The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They try again with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. This is intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazee. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Slot man moves right. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Prescott off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Prescott. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they send a man in motion right. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Open man here is Conklin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now a second. For by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on fourth down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slump.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Fourth down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps is unselfishness, because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. give to Jacobs running right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. That caught by Manhertz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's complete. Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And he got it! The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride,